So I'd like to start by addressing the elephant in the room.
I'm Louis. Let's start with introduction. This is Henry, Annie, and Christopher. And our concept is the daycation. Henry can explain.
Okay, so I'd like to follow that up by addressing the elephant in the room. Today is 80s Day, and so that is why we're dressed as so. We are committed to this project, but we're also committed to 80s Day, so that's what you're seeing here. So I'd like to start by going back to last month when we met with you, Mr. Thapper, and you told us, essentially you outlined a company that has a mission, knows what it wants to do, but is struggling with the direction of where to take this and how to present it to their customers. And so what you presented to us was the idea of the modern-day country club. And we really took that to heart, and we sat with it a little bit, and we decided we need to get some research and kind of test the waters and see how people felt about it. And so what we came back with was we actually found that people struggle to get their fingers around the idea of a modern country club. And they also felt that it kind of didn't exactly target their demographic. They struggled to understand it when country clubs typically appeal outside of the target demographic, which is the 100,000 to 300,000 salary range. So based on that research, we identified our problem, which was essentially Bay Club trying to reshape their product and trying to find an effective way to convey this to their customers and potential customers. So we followed this up by going out into the field and collecting some data. So initially we went out to Brentwood. We wanted to kind of get a feel for the healthy community, which Brentwood of course is. We interviewed a couple people only, and it kind of helped us to get a read on what questions we really should be asking. And so what we came away with was emphasis on the health of gyms, the health aspect of gyms, which is obviously a huge part of it, and also the social aspect. So with that information, we went ahead and we devised some more specific questions and took it to more specific locations. So we followed that up by going to Equinox. We interviewed a few members, and what we found there was that members are going there primarily to escape the stresses of their everyday life. So working out is more than just, achieving health and whatever it is you're seeking, whether it's lose weight, gain muscle. It's more than that. It's an escape from your everyday routine. And that's something that we really took to heart, and we tried to pursue that. And so what we found there led to even more research. We called resorts in Palm Springs, kind of resort-style country clubs essentially, but with a slight different appeal. And what they told us was that their customers were seeking escape from their everyday lives without having to travel, hours and hours on a plane and spending all this money on plane tickets. And so that was even more valuable information. We took that to heart. We started to formulate what we thought the best approach for Bay Club was. Next, we caught on to this idea of a staycation, and we researched that on the internet. We found it's very appealing among Yelp users, and the Examiner and the Atlantic wrote articles about how people are seeking out good staycation spots, but it's just not accessible to them. And so we surveyed people asking about staycations, about whether they would go if they had the time and money, and almost all of them said that they would go 2 or more times if they had the time and money. So we know that the problem is accessibility among all other things. We also found that staycation activities like resort, spa, amenities will make people go more likely to attend these clubs and spend some good time there. We conducted other surveys, and if you check your packet, you can see data that we collected essentially supporting the fact that people are looking for a resort-style vacation spot within their own city, so they don't have to travel to, faraway Cabo or Hawaii to have this feeling of relaxation and distancing. So that's essentially what we found, and we found that our hypothesis was confirmed, that people are seeking out these things. And so we started to devise our recommendations, and essentially what we came up with was that Bay Club needs to approach this as their own unique brand, and we want to call this brand the Daycation. So a staycation, it's kind of ubiquitous, you can see it just about everywhere. What hasn't been coined is the daycation term, and we see a kind of a subtle difference between the terms. The daycation is in a resort style, and it's as if you're going on a holiday, but you don't have the the burden of spending the night and spending hotel fees. So essentially we found that people are going to the gym for the same reason that they go on these vacations. They want to trick themselves into thinking that that they have distance themselves from their problems. And so all Bay Club needs to do is replicate this, essentially, by presenting themselves as, you don't need to travel 1,000 miles. You don't need to spend $1,000 on plane tickets to distance yourself from your problems. All you need to do is go to Bay Club. So to synthesize our marketing message, we kind of came up with a little catchy little slogan. It's basically, the West Coast is already a beach vacation spot. Why should people travel to Hawaii, to Mexico, or the Bahamas? Bay Club is right in their backyard. Also, instead of lounging around and indulging in food at a standard resort, Bay Club allows customers to improve their health while relaxing, thanks to their state-of-the-art workout facilities. Every weekend is now a vacation at Bay Club. So, any other questions?
So what differentiates going to Bay Club for a staycation rather than just going to like the Montage or like a hotel in LA and they have a gym, they have a pool, they have a spa, and they probably
So we thought a lot about that, and we actually used that to help kind of further our daycation idea. What we see as the difference is that no hotels, with very few exceptions, have, first of all, the amenities the resort has, so you don't have that feel of space and being in the outdoors and being in a holiday vacation. It feels more like, you stay in a hotel on a business trip. You go in one building, you might go up to the pool, and you might lounge by the pool, but essentially it has a very different feeling from, say, going to Cabo with your family and spending the day there. Also, the workout facilities at hotels are always lacking, and that's something that Bay Club has an edge above, everybody else, is that they have state-of-the-art workout facilities, and they have the opportunity to, take a resort approach to their community.
Also, pricing-wise,
you're already a member of the Bay Club. A lot of hotels require you to be have a room there or something like that to go use their amenities. Bay Club, you're already a member, and using this, you would already be paying. So.
Are there amenities that you'd suggest Bay Club consider adding to their facilities? Things that you see at resorts, things like lazy river, slides. What types of things would you say, rung the bell and made the Bay Club more attractive as a vacation?
Yeah, well, to enhance the feel of a resort, we suggest that they install a cabana system where people can rent day rooms and have privacy with their families and stuff like that, and basically seclusion from the outside public and the social environment. That can be very stressful if you basically feel like you want to relax and get away from your daily life. And also, the cabana would offer certain amenities that come with the cabana service, such as butler service, televisions, beds, basically a place where you can relax. So that is the main purpose.
Any other questions?
Do any of the pools at the Bay Club are more than just swimming for exercise? Is there any pools?
San Francisco and San Diego, yes, and Los Angeles and that.
Yeah, we
that's
looked into a lot like that.
That's
too.
a lot less space in a golf course. Getting a pool with cabanas.
Yeah, we looked into that because we saw that your other locations have outdoor pools, and Los Angeles ones don't right now. But I know you guys are thinking of requiring more land and stuff, but it's just what you have available right now.
Actually, partial answer to your question, and again, I think if you would have kept talking, you probably would have hit on this. Part of the differentiation is that although you could certainly, almost anywhere in Los Angeles, hop right down to the Montage and Laguna Beach or Terranea or one of those places, and have probably a similar experience to what you detailed in terms of enjoying all the resort amenities. Probably the one big difference, sort of a common theme we've been talking about, is that if you go there, you're more likely going to be surrounded by a bunch of strangers. Whereas here, this can be the location where when you go there, you see Jimmy and Susie, who also go to children's school. You see your friends who you also see at church, and they just happen to be at the Bay Club, and fosters more of that sense of community that you probably wouldn't encounter at one of the other hotels in the area. Probably a big difference. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.